night, and we're all here at Alternate History Gaming with me, your humble and gracious player host, Bank60s. Welcome in to the HQ. And don't let the background fool you. Everybody catching up on the VOD, everybody who jumps in live. I'm pretty excited about what we got going on tonight. A little bit of a diversion from the usual. We had scheduled this, though, of course. Playing a lot of Grand Tactician on the channel now tonight. We are back, of course, to the OG favorite, Scourge of War. We jump back into the Antietam DLC. Still having a lot of fun with that, but tonight we're going to do something just a little bit different. I have been keeping an eye on the chat and chatter around the Scourge of War community, and a lot of folks have been wondering about how things work if they want to play in that kind of optimal fashion and style for Scourge of War in HITS. That would be Headquarters in the Saddle. I have played Headquarters in the Saddle many, many times. Check the description below for a link to a whole list of gameplay videos. Toward the beginning of my Scourge of War Gettysburg Remastered playthrough, I was doing nothing but hits for the first several scenarios. There were some folks who gave me some feedback about that, how it was hard to follow. Well, I want to jump back into HITS specifically for you fans of the game who want to know more about how HITS works here in Scourge of War and just how different it is, how kind of the same it is, how maybe it's a little bit simpler and less overwhelming to do than you might think. Appreciate you if you're a fan of the channel already. Before we jump in, click that like button, would you? Also, I've got a pitch before we get to it tonight. Please subscribe to the channel. Hype this video tonight. Let's jump in the chat. All of your questions, I'm going to try to answer them as we go through our own playthrough. SANDBOX, we're going to do core v core hits during tonight's playthrough, just so that I can tell or show you that if I can do it and not have my head spinning in circles, I believe you can too, and we'll do it all together here and now tonight. Last thing I would pitch at you, consider if you would, have you been a subscriber for some time, you're watching right now, and you're thinking to yourself, you know what, let's help this guy out. Become a member for as little as $2 a month, and I would really appreciate you doing a thing like that. Let's get in the game. Okay, so we've got to cover a little bit of material before we actually get started in the playthrough, and there's just, bear with me as we just jump into a couple of things. We're going to show you the options first. I'm going to change, okay? I need to get into HITS, which means I need to take the max camera distance from what I had it at for GodCam, a measure of 0, and I need to put it at something between 0 and 20, 5 and 20. I like to go with something like 20, or rather something like 18. Allows for me a little flexibility with the camera, moving around the central figure, which is me, and I'll tell you who me will be coming up. And then I'm going to put couriers on full brigade level couriers from Army and Corps Command on down. Couriers have to go out to get the word out to do anything, whether that's the AI doing it or me doing it. That's important to know. We're going to keep our difficulty levels what they've been for some time now. I seem to, you know, I think I can reflect a realistic enough and historically representative enough kind of a combat environment with difficulty levels set at this. AI regiment strength at 100, that's all good. Music volume, yeah, that's all good. Fine, yeah, right. So there's your options to start with. Here is how you can get into, I think, a good, fun sandbox scenario right here with the number of objectives that you want to work with, the time that you want to work with keeping them, the number of points you want to work with, etc., and so on your max. So I'm going to kind of work within the parameters down here and just do a little bit of a reminder about how you can set yourself up a pretty fun little sandbox scenario. Again, we're going to go core v core. We're going to do hunt them down so that both armies start far apart from each other on the opposite ends of the map. Be my finger there. We're going to balance the forces. This is going to be important because we're going to play with a Confederate division. Watch out for that. I'm sorry. a Confederate Day 2 of Gettysburg Corps of A.P. Hill. I kind of tested this before. We'll jump in the saddle as A.P. Hill, and we'll go and do the Antietam Afternoon map. Okay, this shifts a little further south on the Antietam battlefield, Sharpsburg being a prominent terrain feature, town feature, kind of center but left on the map, but you know, in a central position. So it could be an interesting place for an engagement. I've decided this is good for Corps v. Corps. 5 objectives. That way you've got kind of 2 that set up, smaller objectives that set up on one side, 2 that set up on the other, and a lot of times there'll be 1 that's centrally positioned that ends up being fought over. The objective time limit I like to put is 20. I've usually done 1,000 objective point value, but I think I'm going to take this up to something like 1,500, right? I'm going to make the game 1. So this would be, I'm going to go 2.5 hours right here. Starting time, we're going to make this interesting. And we're going to start at 6 a.m., right? And then our score limit, 20,000, which probably will be hard for either the AI or me to actually achieve. But that right there is, I think, how you can set up a good, fun little Corps v. Corps sandbox. You see the options I selected to get you into hits. So let's jump in right here, right now, as A.P. Hill facing another Union force from Gettysburg, but here on the Antietam map. Talk about alternate history, right? Let's do this. Let's get folks into the chat. We'll pause it while we set this up. Get ourselves connected, right? We're going to look on the map. Oh, the other thing that was important in options is to select line of sight, everything within 1,000 yards. Okay, that allows for you to see your whole army on the map. I think, I mean, if you want to go full bore, like total immersion, bare map, you know, that's up to you. We're going to do it tonight where you can see, and let me bring up the map, you can see your whole army, okay, and where they're positioned. You can see right now, it looks like, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we've got the main one already. It won't be long, so we'll be just kind of pushing out toward these 2 right here and holding on to this one. What I think I'll do is form a line kind of, you know, like here down to here like that, and then we'll fine-tune it if we can. I mean, it's harder to do when you're in hits to try to fine-tune your deployments, but that'll kind of be, I think, the plan. Again, let's see about jumping into the old chat here. Make sure that we aren't missing anything. Got a number of folks who are already on board tonight. Appreciate all of you who are watching and supporting the channel. You guys are the best, man. You guys are the best. All right, we are in the chat. Thanks for everybody being along tonight here on a Friday as we jump into a little Scourge. Now, pause button is unpaused, right? Okay, so first thing is, what's our OOB, right? We got the Gettysburg OOB. I know this one fairly well. Anderson's division. Pettigrew, this is day 2, so Pettigrew is now in command of Heath's division. And you got Pender, right? Okay, so let's see where they all are. We'll select Pender. We'll go to our command map. Pender is kind of up front of us and to the southeast a bit. So he's kind of up that way. Okay, so that's good to know. Pettigrew, how about, so kind of way up that way. You're just kind of orienting yourself, right? Anderson is next. He is the division that is right near us, right here. Okay, so now you've got the idea about that. And I was thinking too that the environment might end up being darker as we're at, you know, early in the morning. But it looks like that is not the case. So we're going to take Pettigrew's division. Okay, that's where we'll start. And notice here in hits, I'm using my OOB way more than I'm just doing anything with my eyeballs and scrolling around the field and things like that. So we're going to select Pettigrew, right? His whole division. I want, and by the way, I think something that's really important for me to mention right off the top is this right here. If you want to know the first thing about hits, go back and watch all the different ways I teach you to approach playing the game even in GodCam. As far as the way that the toolbar commands go, nothing changes. Except, what you got to understand is, everything that you do, the same clicking that you do to do literally everything that I've taught you to do already, now a courier has to get from you to the appropriate commander or regiment in order for them to then do it. So you have to think of it before the time comes to probably do it. So that's the difference. In hits, you have to execute a little bit of foresight, and then the other part is you're using AI, brigade and division level stances more often, especially in a core v core sandbox like we have going here, and trusting your AI commanders to execute your vision as best they can. And then you try to fine-tune your placement of both troops and artillery along the line as you go. You stay pretty darn busy. We'll see how I do tonight. This could be a disaster for all I know. Okay, so let's go Pettigrew. And this is just it. Every single button click, this is kind of what I was trying to get at. I will send a courier to tell him to TC on. Then I will send a courier to tell him I want him to go all the way left click to there. Then I will send another courier that tells him to put his division in line. Then I will send yet another courier that will put his entire subordinate division back on TC to make sure that they keep moving. Then I will send another one that makes sure that everybody uses roads. All right? That is where you've got a little bit of a drawback in hits, playing the traditional style. But using the courier message system with the AI and in solo play, I do not recommend it. Generally speaking, I do not recommend it. Pender is also up front. We'll select him. Let's TC him. Let's go to the command map. Let's move him south to the East Woods here. About, say, there. Let's put him in line. Let's go on the road. TC on all subordinates. And we won't put him in a stance just yet. And again, we're just kind of ordering people around. Right? See, the couriers are running off. Now, something that's important in hits. Always remember to go back to me. Okay? That way, you are not mistakenly moving something else. So, let's take our general and let's ride him over there. And you ride around at double time. Don't go trotting and walking. You ride around at double time. Then we go back to the command map. And what you'll begin to see, you see here, Pettigrew has gotten the order to go there himself. What should happen is one by one his brigades and regiments should all pop up on the command map. See, okay. Now Pender's got his order. Right? Come on now. Come on now. What I'm going to do, if I don't see it, is Okay. Pettigrew. Yeah, okay. I know what happened. I knew that TC him on thing probably wasn't the best idea, I guess. So we're going to go TC off. Okay, and so what we have to know is going to happen is that when we go TC off for him, he's also going to come off of TC. So we're going to have to then send a courier to take charge back on him again like we normally would when the God Cam's on. All right? And then we're going to have to reset the formation and then have them use the roads. Okay? Same thing for Pender. We just kind of dodged that up a little bit. We didn't do the best job there because we TC'd everybody back on. So boom. Boom. And boom. And line. And we won't make them take the road. Let's go back to me. See, now you got a bunch of couriers going out. So you got to wait a little bit, right? Okay, got some artillery on the move. And so now you've got couriers going out to all the different regiments. And now everybody's going to get moving. And that is how long it can take right there to get done what you want done. Now, okay, I see. Got the guys jumping on the road here. Some of the other fellas not doing that. That's all fine. Now you got your men on the move. And this is where, you know, this H.I.T.S is a little bit more of a ride in the beginning. It's a little bit more of a ride. You go back to yourself. Okay, now you're going to go to the command map. You've got everybody out like this, right? Let's take Anderson's division. Let's go ahead and go to him. Let's select him. Let's go TC. Let's go to the command map. Let's have him come just kind of right here. Also form a line. And also don't worry about taking the roads, right? Now, again, go back to me. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here in the East Woods. We're going to right-click road, right-click double time, boom, and then send the order for ourselves. And we're going to jump on the road right here. We're going to scout the place out a little bit. The next thing will be when Anderson gets deployed, I will probably then take one or two of his units and bring them here. Maybe take one of his brigades almost directly under my command, place it here. For now, we'll keep rocking on the road. Rocking on the road. Yo, Meat Cutter's in with a $5 drop. My man, you deliver every time, bro. And Meat Cutter comes in for Grand Tactician to watch too. You're here for everything. Cheers to you, my friend. A member now, a veteran, drops in as a veteran level member and then comes in with super chats too. My God. Thank you. Thank you, Meat Cutter. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you for being here tonight, guys. Artemis, I see you too. Artemis is kind of OG, man. He gets respect. And then you use your own general most of the time. Oh, those are the Westwoods. I had that wrong. These are the Eastwoods, right? Yeah, Eastwoods, Westwoods. My bad. So we'll go by the Dunker Church. Let's go up to here. Past the Muma Farm. And we're just going to jump up on some of these ridges and heights up here, and we're going to see if we can't get an eye on where the Rebs at and what they got. Or, I mean, the Yanks. If you're, again, curious about how HITS works, when you want to try and zoom, like using the binoculars like you can use here, okay, you can do it that way. And then hit the Z key. And you'll be able to kind of immerse that way, right? Now watch it. When you go full zoom like that, they start to get real, real touchy, man. Oh. But those, the binocs are clutch. Wait a minute, wait. Okay, zoom X. Okay, that's a little funky. Don't love that, but that's okay. It's not bad. There's another objective there. I bet, you know, we'll probably let them take this first objective. That's kind of like way, that one over there. Probably let them take that. We want to try and take this one. And so what I'll do is, you know, as the Corps Commander, you can come up here. Let's go here. This is the kind of the knoll in front of the sunken road. And again, you can start using some of the same commands that you would if you were going brigade by brigade. Once you get up here. And what I mean when I say that is, once you've gotten up here, I know that this is kind of the area where my troops are going to be because the flag of one of my division commanders is right here. So I know his brigades are going to be coming this way. Now, there's two approaches to this. You can pretty much just hang and wait for them to get here, or if you are eager enough to try and start laying troops out brigade by brigade out here, and batteries too, then you can use your OOB, because you remember which divisions I've got going here. So let's go, right? They're coming here. Okay. Pettigrew, there's another brigade, right? See, this flag represents one of his brigades. This flag represents another, this another, this another. And then his 2 batteries, boom and boom. So you know Pettigrew is the one who's coming up here. That is just helps remind you. And so now I feel good about, let's select this unit, okay? This battery here, which is meant, it's right now going here. But I want it to deploy more kind of right here near where I'm standing. So I'm going to TC it. I'm going to redirect it to right here. I'm going to have right-click line. I'm going to execute that. And then I'm going to make sure they take the road. Okay? Now let's take the next battery. Let's have another one be kind of here. Pettigrew. Let's TC him. Let's bring him here. Right click. Execute. Use the road. Cool. Cool. So now, with Pettigrew's brigade selected, or division rather, what we should start to see is this start to change. This flag should move up to where I moved it as the courier comes in to the unit to get it its orders that I just sent, right? And then we have Pender's division. Let's select it, right? Where's its flag showing up at? I believe he's going to be further out that way. And I a lot of times won't even go with the binoculars. I'll just hit the Z key and zoom. Oh no, he's up behind us. Okay, now you go with the map, right? The regular map shows you where everyone actually is right now. That's an important difference to delineate. You, in the command map, see where everybody is going to be, where they've been ordered to go, and in the regular map, you see where everyone is right now. These two things are just really important to use and know playing the way that we're playing here tonight. And here we can see Pettigrew's division making its way. Yeah, that's right. Pender is going to line up over here in the West Woods. So the other one was, okay, let's go back to me. And let's set up more guns. But these will be from Pender's division. And we'll set them up along here. And that's just a right click and a drag to send myself to the next location. By the way, I have been meaning to promo this. I've been trying to do a deal where you you drop a $2 super chat, at least a $2 super chat, you get to send an order and, you know, tell me something that it is that you might want me to do or do differently. Also, here on this map, you can see where your couriers are, right? I like that. Now we've got the, there we go. We've got control of this. DR Miller Farm. Here's what I would say is I want Anderson. Let's select him. Let's put him over there by the objective, hoping that what that will do, not quite knowing, but hoping what that will do is ensure that his entire division soaks up the bonus of having that. See that M35, F34, A265? That is what you get when you hold this objective. So let's start with Pender's division. Penda. We got several batteries of artillery to work with here. So let's start with bottom to top, okay? Brook. Let's bring him out. Let's go right here. Line, please. Battery in line. And use the road. Ward, you two. But we'll put you kind of right where I'm standing. Right here. Battery in line. Go. Use the road. Alright, we'll have several batteries out like that, and we'll let the rest go where they're going to go. Oh, and let's have them take the road. Forgot. And here you get to watch the boys come by in parade style. The next thing was go OOB and have Anderson. Do we have him still? Yeah, on TC. Yeah. So never mind. Just a little Corby course sandbox right here. I'll put myself near the Dunker Church. And then, as a matter of fact, that's not all we'll do. Let's run up to the top of this rise right here. Let's see what we can see. So you can kind of see it. There's the East Woods. We got the West Woods here. That's where Anderson's troops will be up that way. That'll be his left flank. Pender will be in here. Okay. Pettigrew will be out here, kind of exposed. We'll have to watch for something coming across the river over this way. You know, and Pender may have to back himself back to here. We'll see. I'm also trying to think. We maybe could advance. Problem is we end up losing control of this objective if we do that. See what we feel like here. See how we feel here. Let's go up this hill, huh? Okay. We should be able to see quite a bit from up here. I'm I'm going to have to do a Joe refill. Dang! What do we... All right, we're about a half hour in the stream. What I may do is allow for this to form up my troops, take the time, refill the coffee, come back, put an eye out, see where the Yankees are coming from. I have a feeling they may be flanking, but the AI typically will go straight for objectives. They just do like to go for the main objective, and they sometimes find clever ways to do it. So it looks like we got everybody just about deployed here. Let's give ourselves a little bit of time to refill this cup of Joe. But first, I want to remind you what you're watching, Alternate History Gaming, with me, your humble and gracious player host, Bank60s, back in headquarters to tell you more about memberships. I just got to get this pitch out there, guys. So $2 a month, that gets you in. You've got your badge. That gives you a badge right off the bat. Your level ranks up every month that you're a member. You have your emotes. You have your color changed in chat. So I know that you are a paying member. That is all just part of kind of getting closer to the community here at Alternate History Gaming. Your $5 veteran level membership, that's where you start to get into real perks, really, frankly. You get, when I drop a new video, it comes to you first. Before anybody else, before the public gets it, you get it. Anytime I drop any new vid. And I think that even works for VODs too. Like if you miss the live stream, I think you get access to the VODs too when they first come out. Next would be, of course, members only videos, which I'm going to make more and more of, but I've already got a whole stock of members only Scourge of War content, in particular, both Civil War and Napoleonic. You get to see that. Nobody else gets to see it. $5 a month to be a veteran member to get that. Then the next part is that you, with that level of support, earn yourself a stamp at the end of from the time that you join at a $5 membership level. You get your name stamped at the end of the next vid that I produce and post on YouTube, and it will be on there for as long as the video is up. And so I just wanted to make sure I explained that before I take this little break and head off to refill my cup of Joe. I will be back forthwith, and we'll get the battle underway, hopefully sooner rather than later. See you. I must sit back down gingerly. Very well indeed. What's everybody up to now? Of course, You don't have to use binoculars to see the Yankees coming. You always can check the map. Okay. You see some of the guns setting up like where I told them to. Good, good, good. Using the command map. You see Anderson moved himself back near the victory point where I want him to. Good. So let's take Posey's brigade. And let's just kind of bend it back near the objective. Now, the way that you want to do this is, so let's select Posey. Okay, we're going to take command to him. We're going to go to our command map. We're going to redirect him, and we're just going to have him go right to it in double line, no roads. And what'll happen is he'll kind of redirect and he'll face like directly east, maybe even north and east. And what we'll end up having to do is wheel right, say, 1, 1, 2, 3, and then have him form double line again. All right, and now you've sent out a whole bevy of couriers. So let me see if I can see it. There, see? There's just a whole line of couriers that have gone back to this one brigade commander to tell him all of those things to do. And that's just kind of how it works. All right. Yankees have taken over this objective right here. So what I would say now is that we could take Pettigrew. We could deploy him out a bit more. Trying to think. They're that way. I don't see anything up there. So, what if we took, let's see, Brockenbrough, where's he? Far left. What if we took him, let's TC him, let's put him here, let's have him get into a line. Davis. On the right, let's TC him. Let's have him go forward to here. We'll put him in a line. And we'll have him, we'll just try this and wheel left. Wheel left. Put him in a line again. Right? Okay, then we're going to go back to our command map, right? We want Captain Charles Grandy and his battery. Let's go to that battery. Grandy. Boom. Select. Let's TC him. Let's put him right here. In line. Go. And don't worry about using the roads. Also double time. Okay, we'll just deploy some guys out more. See all these couriers that are going to go out and they're going to get these guys moving the way that we've ordered them to move. You've got a battery that's come up here like I ordered before. Right? You got this one that's going to come up to where I'd ordered them over this way. See, now you got this one here. Good. I think we take Anderson's Wilcox here. Wilcox, Lang, and Wright. And we swing them over to the East Woods area. So here's how we're going to pull this off. We already have command of this brigade. We're going to TC Mahone. Okay, let's get into Anderson's division. Grab Mahone, select him. We're going to TC him. What that means is that what we do next won't apply to him or to Posey because both of them are under TC. Because what we're going to do next is go back to Anderson, select him. We're going to go to our command map. We're going to have the rest of his division move, including the artillery, let's say a little in front of the East Woods here. And then they're going to form line. And so what the design will be is to have like half of Anderson's division holding the extreme right near the objective, and then the other 3 brigades will become the left flank and reserve. You see here, we've gotten the orders out for these troops to take their position. Brockenbrough's men are going to be headed there in short order, I believe. Let's go to Brockenbrough real quick. And let's go down to one of his regiments. Okay, they should be getting on the move. Since they're kind of not, let's get back on Brockenbrough. And let's just make sure, well, I tell you what, let's look at this one more time. And let's not be on Brockenbrough yet. Let's go back to me so that we got a clean look at it. Okay, so it still looks like his troops haven't moved. Well, we got to deal with it, right? Brockenbrough, select him again. Hit his formation order again. Now, courier's got to go all the way over there to send it. You know, them's the breaks. Still don't see him up there. They must be on the other side. So let's go back to me. I think I want to take Pender. I think I want to push him out. I think I want to take Pender's whole division that isn't already TC'd. The artillery in particular. And I think I want to push him south to kind of near where I am. Go here. In line with the whole division. And we should see Pender come forward out of the woods here. We'll lose control of the objective. That's all right. Okay, here we've got this brigade formed up where we wanted them. Got those guns where we wanted them. Right? Cheers. And this is hunt them down gameplay in hits. You know, they don't start off right across the field from you. So we're going to try and see if we can put eyes on here. I would contend this scenario was designed for us to be on defense. Okay, we got some guns up ahead. So there you have, once again, that little bit of AI tendency right there to send its guns first. That's so funny that it does that. Jeez. All right. Well, what I'll do is I'll give these guns back to the AI. I'll select a flag of that one, go up to its commander. We'll give them back to the AI. Let's go back to me. Let's make sure I don't get myself killed. Let's go over here. Let's get Davis off of TC. And let's put him on a probe order. Ooh, I see infantry behind there. Ooh, okay. Okay. They're formed up, looks like. The commander out there, there's got to be more of them in the town. Okay. Let's be risky here. Make sure to go back to me, right? Let's go up to here. What do we got? Okay, they're rolling up some more guns. Just a bunch of infantry sitting there. Pender's on the move. Good. All right, we've got an order out to march Pettigrew to do something. Not sure what. I think what we've got is a Union column coming straight through here. Just a big column. I think that's what we've got. That's what I would guess. Let's go back to me again. First shots. Davis has sighted the enemy. There he goes. His boys are on the move against this battery. As we've got troops from Pender's division on the move, I do believe. Oh, he stopped his 3 other brigades. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's have Pender do that again. Select. Go there. And form line. Fry's brigade sees the enemy. Yep, more everybody, yep. All right. I would say we're probably in a spot where we should head back to our lines. And now that, things start to get a little bit out of your control as time goes on. See Davis pushing ahead, trying to move those off. Marshall's been placed on an all-out attack. Okay, he's headed up here. Let's get to Pettigrew. All right, let's take him off TC. And then let's put him in an attack. Go back to me. Let's get up here. You're going to have Marshall backing Davis up over here as he tries to drive off this artillery. You know, the whole artillery moving, you know, up first is odd. It is odd. It's just odd. You know. Like what I see sometimes, or a lot of times, what I'll see in a Scourge of War sandbox game against the AI, like as often or more so, is there'll be cavalry coming down the road first, right? Now, for some reason, the AI figures that the artillery is just as good at sending out front as sending cavalry out front. For whatever reason, I guess it figures that in any case, if the guns get charged, that they'll be able to get away? Question mark? Something I just don't quite understand. So here you go again with Pender refusing to come forward. And then we've got an attack down this way with Brockenbro. So here you go. Now, this could get interesting. Okay, let's see how this works out. This is where your boys kind of exercising a little initiative on their own. We're going to try to attack them while they're still stacked up along the roadway up there. And we'll have 2 brigades up front to do that. I want this order to go out to Pender again, damn it. Select you. I want you going where you're supposed to be. There we go. And then I don't want you stopping. See, he's stopping them. He's stopping them. Right? Now that's got something to do with the brigade commanders not wanting to go. Pretty much. I think that they'd rather stay back here near the woods. I don't necessarily blame them. I'm fine letting this 2 brigade action kind of play out right here. We got plenty of artillery up. Here we go, boys. And so, yeah. There's a lot more sightseeing. You're just kind of noticing what you've got in front of you, right? Yankee artillery, pretty heavy. Now you see them trying to shake out their troops. Deployed to face us. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guns, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 regiments, probably 2, 3 brigades here. 55th North Carolina's taking some canister out there. Let's go to me. Let's come up here. And you never want to forget about your artillery. Again, you can see Pender still does not want to come out of the West Woods over there. We'll see how this all comes together. General Morin, Captain Morin. Join him over here with his guns. All right. We're engaged now. Got Yankee artillery up there. Gonna cause us some trouble. And you got the rest of Pettigrew's division pretty much moving off that way. Brockenbrough's still gonna head over this way. Anderson redeploying still. Let's go to Grandy. He was in Pettigrew's division, I do believe. Let's select him. Let's move him down to, like, say here. Boom. And then let's see if they'll double time it. This ordnance wagon doesn't need to be going up there like that, really. Woo! Oof, that's a bloody scene right there at the fence. Davis is up there with them. Come on, boys! Got the 2nd Mississippi. They're real tired, I guess. Oh, you're working with 2nd day AP Hill troops? I wonder if that factors in the fact that they, you know, were in Gettysburg already the day before, and they factored in the OOB, them being more tired. I didn't figure that. That could end up being a big problem for us. We'll see. You can see them kind of trying to deploy out to the left. Graham's battery engaging. Looks like Pettigrew, I think wisely, decided to let loose his division as the Yanks tried to get their column out of town. We got them gummed up a bit. We just aren't putting the kind of pressure on them that I probably would like to. Got some guns setting up there. Boy, that regiment out front. Got some brave troops there. 55th North Carolina taking it for the team. They got backup from the 11th. I'll tell you what, we need to take... Let's grab... Okay, who is who? So this is Lane, Thomas, Perrin. Lane, Thomas, and Perrin. Let's go... Lane, select you, take command of you, go, sir, to here. Oh, shoot. Go, sir, to here, and get into double line. Thank you. Lane, Thomas, select you, TC you, command map, and I want you to go to where I told you to go, and I want you to form double line when you get there. Thank you. And then who? Perrin. Okay. Now let's get Pender. Let's go ahead and off TC with him. Let's put him in a defend stance. We're going to wait a minute, and we're going to have to remember it. Here we go. Pushing them, pushing them, pushing them, boys. Nice. 42nd Mississippi up front. Fantastic. That looks good, man. The only thing I'd say, immersive in mind, immersion in mind, is that you don't quite get what I like the Waterloo game for a little bit better is you don't quite get in the Civil War game. The Waterloo game sound effects are impressive. Like the rifle fire is loud and boom, 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 and the cannon fire too. It's pretty cool in that way. Got Pettigrew up here. They're doing the job right now. Here's our guns opening up good. How about this battery here? Let's get them going. Let's take command of them. Let's bring them to here. Form line. Boom. Let's go with this battery here. Oh, he's okay, he's going to take orders to attack and place himself somewhere else from the division. I'm just going to let that roll. That's fine. Okay, Perrin. Not going to worry about him. We're just going to try and stay focused on what we got going on up here, which is a quagmire. See them spreading off to the left a bit here. 75th Ohio. 27th Pennsylvania. Oh, wow. You bring it up and it shows yellow. It shows that they're tired. Okay. That's almost a whole division in there. We lost the 55th. No surprise there. They were getting hit hard. Fry in charge of Archer's brigade. He's on an attack order, but he's going to hang for now, it looks like. Very well, very well. You can see our other troops coming out here. Let's go ahead and move over to this side of the field. Let's have a look from up here. See how much we can see from atop our horse in the cornfield, huh? You got their artillery retreating back down toward town. Be good if we could trap them in there. Here. Didn't I tell you to come up there? All right, now we're able to see this a little bit better. We're taking the heat. We're not inflicting as many casualties as we're taking right now. Don't love that. It's good to be on the attack. Taking some nasty cannon fire down here, it looks like. Got some skirmishers out that way? No, routed troops. That's 55th, okay. Oof. Again, more artillery shots. Here comes Pender's troops. Good. Who is... Okay, there's Lane's brigade coming out, right? Alright, let's put Pender... Yeah, defend. We did that already, okay. Got guns moving up here, good. Gonna try to support the infantry. Looks like we've got some Yankees moving off the left side. Love to have Archer doing something. How about these boys? Okay. How about these boys? Okay, he's TC'd, right? Let's go ahead and give him back to the AI. We'll just do that. That damn tree. Let's go down and see. Let's take a closer look. Get down there, boys. Take a closer look at combat. There we go. Archer's gonna move. Good. I would say also that we take Pettigrew, put him on a defend order now. Let's go to each of his brigades. Let's put each of them on like probe. Fry is on a probe. Davis, same. Okay. Brockenbroke, he goes on a hold at all costs. Take him off of TC. Hold at all costs. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. I knew that was coming. 47th North Carolina pulling back. Okay. They got a stone wall over there, it looks like, maybe. They're kind of wrapping around the left. We've got 1, 2. There we go. Got one of them on the run. Good, good, good. Got a bunch of them stacked up in there. A couple of regiments trying to make their way out of town, kind of up the ridge there. Obliquing, you can tell here. This regiment, gosh, they're not doing so hot. The artillery fire is intense. There we go. Oh, shit. Don't do that. Stop. I accidentally sent them a move order. This battery, how about we bring them, go ahead and bring them closer. Go. Ooh, Nelly. Oh boy. Kind of got ourselves stacked up just as well as they got themselves stacked up. They're doing a decent job of getting out into a line. get close. Let's get close. The intense firefights in the Civil War, my friends. It was hell on earth up here. Okay, they've got a brigade out on the left, but we do too. Looks like we should be able to hang tight out there. It's just moving across this field here. That's a killer. You guys, get the hell out of there. Let's go ahead and send them a retreat order. Davis, why don't you go ahead and have your boys all get the hell out of there. Let's just see what that... Ouch! Got a lot of dead Yankees up there. We're taking the worst of it right now, though. Good. Good. Davis's troops can take a break. We'll make them think that they've got the 11th North Carolina in a pinch. The 11th has got a wall. And then we've got Archer's troops that are pressing on the left here. Fry, let's take you from a defend. He's just right there. Won't take long. Attack. Out there on the left. You. Okay, we'll reform. We need to send somebody to attack these guns, damn it. Davis, what are you doing? Standing up there. Davis, gawking down at his dead fellow Southern men. He can't tear his eyes away. Oh my God. This is hell. Get out of there. Woo! Stuck between the lines and a volley goes out. Fantastic. That was good of us to pull back right there, I think. All right. Why don't we try flanking out here, boys? Now here's a trick. No matter what, you don't have to send a courier to wheel. Right? That's a little tricky thing. Let's TC these boys. Let's have them advance. Let's TC these boys. Let's have them go to here. Let's TC these boys. Let's have them go to here. And we're going to help Pettigrew out here a little bit. Let's go double time. Let's go double time. Cool. All right. Shoot, 11th is going to pull back. Still got the wall. Still got the wall. We just need to get these guys closer. Get them within 160 yards so that they can start shooting out over this way. Right? Got these guns up good. I'd say we need to take the same measure. I think we need to take these guns. We need to bring up some more to help. Let's go ahead. Let's bring them here. Give me another battery here, boys. Let's have this battery right here. Let's TC them. Let's bring them here. Oh, shit. That's Pender. No, that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for this battery's commander, please. Captain Ward. Let's bring him to here. Boom. Boom. Go ahead, use the roads on that one. I'd say we could probably begin retreating with everybody here. Joseph or Davis is in a, let's go ahead and pull back. Let's go ahead and pull back. These guys are now engaged. They're on the wall. You boys, pull back. You boys, pull back. Now we're going to have this brigade right here. Thomas's brigade. I want him to take the whole formation and move it ahead 500 yards. I want whoever's next to him, Lane, from Lane. All right, I want you, same, 500. And after I see them kind of pass me, I'm going to have them shake out. I'm going to have them off. I'm going to send a TC off command and then put them in an attack order. Got guns here? Yeah, let's go. You boys. I'm a TCU. Little Sneasels. Wyatt. His guns. Let's bring them here. Alright, now we got these guys coming forward. Fantastic. Like I say, as they get past me, we'll have them shake out and start attacking this way. I think all the Yanks. We got more down this way. Okay. I think we take Mullen's brigade and bring him down from Anderson. He's already under TC, so all we got to do is bring him down to these woods here, have him form line, go ahead and take roads. It's these guns right here that are kind of killing us. And some that are in back this way too. Let's go ahead. Let's order the retreat for these fellas. Let's go TC back off for those. Same here. Falling back on this side. Brockenbro's not on the move yet. Perrin's brigade, we could bring them forward in support anyway. Perrin. He is not on TC. We'll start by putting him on TC and bring him up right here in line, right behind the artillery. Okay, here we go with Thomas and Lane. This brigade, who is this out here? Lawrence. Let's TC him for now, and let's bring him up here. Double line. All right, now Thomas off TC, all out attack. Bingo. All right, all right. Oof, man, it is deadly out there. Davis ain't gonna quit. Davis ain't gonna quit out here. You boys, you on the wall? Yeah, okay. Pettigrew's division, man, they were pretty tired. Second, North Carolina. They're going to head this way. All right. Good, good, good. I like where everybody's at. Anderson, he becomes a reserve for us. Guns piping away. We got guns pumping away here. Got guns coming up here. We'd really like for them to be going double time, and if I had God Cam on the way I normally play on the channel, I would order them to double quick on the road, but, you know, we're just too far away. Wheel, boys, wheel. Let's see if he stays in this all-out attack, yeah. All right, here they come. Fantastic. Our boys are coming now. Really would love to get this battery up sooner rather than later. I think we're doing pretty good against these boys out this way. This regiment needs to retreat. This regiment needs to fill in. See how they did it automatically? It's because they're right there next to me. We'll send in a force move on them. And double quick it. Since they're fresh. Pull the other one back. Just keep holding and pressing the line here on the battlefield at Antietam as we join in hits in this playthrough. How much fun is this shit, man? All right, let's get this regiment. Let's send that 3-key courier. Off it goes. Okay, this regiment, they're going to double time. Boom, volley out. All right. And we got the 41st New York running. Fantastic. Going to have these boys lay down. Put the skier in them, boys. Put the skier in them. Attack, right? Okay. These boys belong to Pettigrew's brigade. Let's have him go back to an attack order. All right, we did take this objective. I see enemy cannon finally backing up. Excellent. Let's see if he'll get his brigade up here. Do it, bro. Do it. Come on, go. Go, go, go. Are these guns... Yeah, they're able to shoot. Good. Got more up here. Good. Got more on the way. Good. Who's over there? Oh, that's the that's Anderson's boys back that way, I think. Yeah. And Brockenbrough covering this crossing. That's smart. See a bunch more Yanks that are out this way, I think. Be interesting to see what happens with Lawrence's brigade out there. Maon. What was he doing again? There, coming down there. Cool. Just got a real sharp engagement out here. Let's pull back. At this point, we're really just kind of in the Yankee killing business. Let's pull back. Let's pull back. Let's let other regiments that are fresh get involved. Holy smokes. We just got myrtleized by some artillery fire right there. All right, finally got these guns up. Getting pairing up. Good. Now, let's take me. Let's back up a bit. Let's get up on top of here. Casualty count's starting to even up just a little bit here. And we've got 5,600 points, nowhere near the amount that we would need for a victory. We are holding on to this one though, and that's 1,400 points every 20 minutes. So that's important. We're going to let Pender and Pettigrew's divisions just fight it out over here, really. You know, kind of fight until they got to pull back, or until the Yankees give them an opening to keep on pushing. We got Lane over there moving up. Good, good, good. We got a regiment out front. Good. Scare off those guns, damn it. There we go. 1st Tennessee. Gonna trade volleys with the 75th Ohio that's pretty tired. These guys are fresh. They're gonna be able to fire faster. They should anyway. How we doing here? Ooh, 52nd North Carolina is doing pretty good against this fence up here. Oh, look at all of that. Oh, my word. That's nasty, man. I think a lot of our artillery fire is going in on the Yanks. Right in the center right here. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, we got a bunch of guns firing. Here comes Perrin. Fantastic. Once again, let's have this battery. TC them right here. Let's go. This battery. They're already TC'd. Go. Excellent. This is looking good right here. Hey, okay, they got more in town right there. Maon taking his sweet time. There we go. There we go. Might actually be able to gain the upper hand over here. Little Corby Corps sandbox play in hits tonight, gentlemen. How much fun is this? How much freaking fun is all this right now? I think it's pretty good. We come up to another quick moment here where I've got to fill up that cup of joe. And a reminder, if you like what you see, click that thumbs up button for me. If you're brand new and you've been joining the stream tonight and you like what you see, subscribe to the channel. It's Alternate History Gaming with me, your humble and gracious player host. The name pops up right there in just a second. Right about coming up. Eventually, I'm Bank 60s. There it is right there. And would appreciate if you hyped the video and the stream. I love the folks jumping into chat tonight and mixing things up. I love to see the participation, of course. And then, of course, if you have been subscribed to the channel for a while and you continue to enjoy what we've put together here, I would appreciate it if you consider becoming a member for as little as $2 a month. Remember, in stream tonight, if you send a super chat of at least $2, you can tell me one thing to do, maybe change things up. Please don't put me in peril. That won't count. You got to do something legitimate to try to help us win. $2 on a super chat gives you the ability to do just that. We're going to refill a little bit more Joe right here, and then we'll be right back to it in no time. Pardon that. Left the mic on that time. Woo! All right, folks. Okay, we lost a unit. 42nd Mississippi from Davis. Pulling back. This ain't looking good. Let's send them a retreat order. Let's send these boys a retreat order. We are in decent shape over here now with the artillery up. Still looking all right here with the 52nd. All right, there's a nice going out. 52nd on the fence line, guarding this part of the field right here. Good, good, good. You got a whole bunch more Yankees coming out of this mess. They made it. Oh, here we go. More Yankee infantry right there outside of town. See if we can swamp them. See if we can swamp them. Ooh, we may be able to defeat these boys in detail right here. We'll see. Got the retreat orders in, good. Fantastic. Lawrence, you, my friend, let's get you down in these woods right here. Let's go single line. back to me. Let's jump up this way a little bit. Head on up. Friday Night Scourge, y'all. Friday Night Scourge. Let's get it. Let's come over here near this victory location and let's hang on to it as me and see if we can get some bonuses for our troops. Sharpsburg North. If we hold it, what does this give us? Morale 1, fatigue 58. Yeah, okay. So I'm down to give my boys a little bit of advantage by holding on to this for 20 minutes. Okay? I'd say they're kind of it seems to me anyway, the Yanks that are deployed out here are kind of fishing a barrel for us here. Seems that way. I think we could take this regiment. Ooh. I see these boys having a hard time over here. They're engaged with some artillery, it looks like. Try to run them off. Ooh, Brockenbro? Ah, okay. Looks like we've got an infantry brigade moving on the flank over here. Okay. I think it's time to take Perrin, who we had coming down. Perrin, let's go off, take command for you, and then all-out attack. We're going to throw him in. Here he is. And as a matter of fact, we'll send the next order to 500 move, the whole formation forward move. As you get our artillery up right here. Try to make mincemeat of these Yankee lines. They've still got a lot of troops in town here. Let's have this unit retreat. Continue retreating here against the artillery. That's tough. It's alright though. Probably smart. We're still on the wrong end of the casualties right now. Here comes Lawrence. Mahone. He's going to be taking his sweet time. I'll tell you what, let's take Anderson. Let's command map and let's just drive him into this side of the Yankee line. I think they're trying to deploy out this way. Let's have him bring him here. Let's go line. Don't worry about roads. Okay, then we're going to wait a minute. And then we're going to send the force move command. We'll see if we can get them coming without stopping like we had trouble with over here. These troops. Oh, man. You got the, by the way, credit out to the makers of the Infantry Carnage mod. I forgot the name. I think it's Red Bugler. Randy. I think. I want to make sure I give credit where credit is due. And this chaotic firefight continues. Union troops trying to push their way out of town. You boys, stop where you are. Having trouble against those guns. Lawrence having trouble moving ahead at a good pace for crying out loud. We got a route. First Tennessee is out. Okay. All right, we got some of them running off. Beautiful. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Gonna be tough for them. Let's have these boys lay down. You guys, same thing. Lay down. You boys, lay down. We try to keep everybody safe. Alright, so we'll get them going, I guess. Even though they're exhausted. Okay, Thomas. Yeah, all-out attack. Do it. He's got 2 of his regiments over here now. I tell you what, let's switch you to a defend. Defend is kind of a nice neutral stance. Let's have him now on a defend. Let's just hold the line here, okay? You got Lawrence that'll come down this way. Be good to just hold the line here. We're losing a lot of good troops in this field. My God. Deadly, deadly day. TGI, happy Friday to everybody watching out there, y'all. Thank you for spending some of your time with me tonight. Preacher's in! Dude! Whoa, Graviteam Tactics? No. I have limited experience on, is that, you know, it's, I think that's, Graviteam Tactics, like, that's similar to, like, Armor Reforger and, or is it one of those extraction shooting games? It's like, if there's like Delta Force and then there's some others similar to that. But if it's like Arma and games like that, I have very limited experience with all of that. Couriers are getting there. Oh, look at this! Ha ha ha! You had some rebel artillery come for, or no, Yankee artillery is being ordered to go there. Oh my gosh. You can see the lines starting to form this way. It's going to be good that we have Anderson's troops coming down where we got them. We'll keep holding this. That's fine. We're no longer holding. Oh, no, I think we... did we take it? I think we took it. The smart thing to do would be to take myself back to the main objective and get all of the bonuses of having that. Well, I think we did, taking this one, gain a whole bunch of fatigue for everybody. Yeah. I noticed our guys seem to be a little more energetic. Starting to push the line this way through town a little bit. Perrin stopped his move. Come on, guy, go forward, 500. Let's do it. Got a nice battery line here. I like it. I think it's time we take one of these batteries. By God. Let's get them up close, man. Right here. Go. Go. And double time. Let's get another one. Let's get another one. Right here. Go. Go. And double time. We're going to be dangerous. All right, Anderson's guys are getting their orders now. Hey, looky here. Okay, we got Union troops being ordered here. From where, I'm not sure, but it looks like there is a brigade or a division under Caldwell that may be trying to flank. Interesting. I think maybe Brockenbrough. Let's go to him. Let's select him. Let's TC him again. Let's detach him too. Alright, let's go to the command map. And let's have him just come up next to these guns. Boom, left click. Okay, and then we're going to go wheel right, wheel right, wheel right, wheel right, wheel right, wheel right. Line. Use roads. And again, hopefully that takes care of that. All right, so now we've pressed this side of the Union line kind of. There we go. There's a brigade moving down the road. Right at these guns here. All right, now, here's what I am going to do. Right? I'm going to come up here. I'm going to double time run myself. I'm going to go get these guys moving, damn it. I told you to double time. I'm going to get to within shouting distance so I don't have to send a courier, right? And as they go by, so I should be close enough, right? Go! Go, damn it. Move your ass. Okay, they can't go as fast because they're tired, I think. Alright, now let's come over here. Go. Please. Thank you. All right. 2 batteries are going to roll up closer as the firefight continues on this side. I don't see much but artillery and maybe a new brigade or 2 of infantry back. Yeah, I think we got a new brigade coming up the road. See how we do with the guns coming out like this. This field in front of Sharpsburg right here. Deadly spot. Looks like we're doing okay over here. Yeah, 7th North Carolina is exhausted. They're weary, but they're doing better. They're out on the fence. Good. Got a unit moving on their flank. These boys need to go forward to cover. Pulling back. These boys need to pull back. Let's let these guns go to work a little bit, boys. Bingo. Ah, yes. Kings of the battlefield. Artillery. All right, here comes Perrin. On an all-out attack. Very good. Very good. Looking out over the chaos. This unit needs to retreat. Got our guns up good. Let's jump over here. Let's make sure we got canister going out. What a slaughter pen right here. Holy smokes. This battery right here. Let's take charge of it. I want you guys to target that unit. Yeah, you gotta wait for the courier to get there to do the target icon. Right? Boom. There it is. Now I want them to target that. Now I want them to switch to canister. This other gun right here. It's too close for me to select. There we go. This gun. Take command. Let's have them fire right there. If that's where they were firing before. Fine, I think. Excellent. This gun is trying to fire here. Good. Now this gun. TC. Shoot at them with canister. 25th Ohio, 219 yards. We can do it, boys. And all hopes are we can carry this off. Looks like we've got this Union infantry unit. It's going to punch through there. We got Anderson's division on the way. Plenty of artillery to hit them as they come up. We've got something moving around the flank. Mahon's brigade coming forward on the right. A big artillery park over here. Oof, man, a slaughter pen for sure. And I'll tell you what, I think we'll just let the AI take back over here. Whatever they want to do. A lot of the time, they just kind of do what they want anyway. Or do nothing, you know. Here comes Anderson to plug the gap in the line. Okay, right. I want you to move ahead 500 yards and stay on the attack. Force march. Everybody else can file in the way they were going to file in. Oh, I see. Okay. There's that Union brigade on the left. Got Union troops pulling back there, it looks like. Ah, man, I'd sure like to have those guns right there. This is looking all right. This is looking all right. Okay, I'm going to do something a little risky and it's going to bother some folks, but I'm going to ride to the rear. I think something that's going to be important right here is I need to sit here and I need to soak up 30. See the little itty bitty numbers there? 35 morale, 34 fatigue, ammo 265. I think it's going to be important for me to soak up those bonuses. Other one is, let's get a courier out to Mahon's brigade. Let's have him come. Let's have him come I think we need to have him come, like, into these woods here. And attack march. Don't worry about the roads. Take the roads back. Excellent. All right, now we're going to take Anderson. We're going to take him off of take command. We're going to get him into a... We're going to get him into an attack. Now Wilcox will get into an attack. Good. Mahone, he's still under me. Wright will be into attack. We're going to send a force march to him. Posey. Lang is the other one, so we'll send an attack march to him, and he'll be in attack as well. And then let's get the batteries. Okay, the batteries, attack, attack. Okay. We'll have Anderson's troops. Oof, look at them all. The Yanks are right there. That's fine. I'm actually not... my feelings aren't hurt by it. I think these guys, once they get their order, they'll turn face. These guns have already opened up, as you can see. Got the rest of Anderson's troops coming. These Union troops in for a surprise, that's for sure. And then Brockenbrough coming here. I told him, I'm such an idiot. I told him to take roads to go back to up this way. And he's going to come around this way and hit the rear of this brigade that found itself out. Caught itself out, rather. Uh-oh. We got some troops running. Routed. 11th North Carolina. I got a lot of Union troops lining up right there with their artillery. I think we go all the way back up to the victory hex here. Victory hex, victory location, as the case may be. It's we're at about 8,000 points here. Casualties are definitely in the Yankees' favor still. We want this to try and boost our Corps' resolve. Okay, here we go. We're getting into action, I think. Funny. Guns just kind of move right by them. Might take an ordnance wagon there. Cool. Lawrence from Pender's division. You, sir. Off TC and all-out attack. Do it. Here we are. Here we are. Dr. Miller Farm. Oh, no way. So do we have 3 minutes left on it right now and then we'll get the credit? I think that's what's about to happen. I think that's what's about to happen. So let's do this real quick. Fantastic. Oh, we got a gun running off there. Probably from here. Brockenbro's going to head right into the rear of these guys. No way. Fantastic. Yeah. Sometimes things just kind of work out. No, don't leave this area. What are you doing? Don't leave. Fifth Alabama Battalion from Archer and Fry off to camp. Okay. Another gun running. Yeah, it's from a battery that got approached by those Union infantry that kind of came up through the hole in our line. Wilcox has found the enemy. Good. Finally. So it's good to get those messages in from your AI. So they send just real basic info, you know. But it's good to get because then within the context of what you know that you've ordered them to do as far as their stance, you know, okay, well now Wilcox is within sight. Now he'll start to do things with his troops. See, right here. Then you got Brockenbro. I tell you what, if we can get a courier there, we should take him off of take charge and then put him on an attack order. If we can get a courier there, we'll see. Okay, we got the bonuses, I believe. I'm not going to stand here for another 20 minutes. So we'll have a little bit better morale, we'll have a little bit better fatigue, and a little bit better ammo across the board. Still a little worried about whatever it is they're doing over here. Another courier in. What you got? Inside in my vicinity, that's Battery Commander Wingfield. Who's next? Engaging. Wright's Brigade, sighted, good. Engaging. Battery under Ross. That's all good. So we're going to move in, I think, on the left side of the line now and just take a peek at what we got. I think I'll probably push Anderson forward pretty aggressively. Got another routed gun. Damn it. do we got up there? Battlefield, man, like in this period, that's why, so they talk all about one of the things that impressed people the most about Napoleon. And one thing, along with all the different tactical approaches that he implemented in the period for infantry tactics and just a general approach to the way things should be done, is that he had a knack for artillery placement. Okay, I see how this is kind of shaking out here. Let's take me... He knew in an uncanny way where artillery should be and when. Get them there and you know, you get them up to a key position, and sure enough, the combination of bringing them up and then knowing that there was going to be infantry support around leads to your army having a stronger force than the enemy army, because the enemy army has not brought its cannon in as timely of a manner, and so you're not able to, they're not able to hit you as hard as you're able to hit them. If that makes any sense. Yeah, okay, we got these troops up here in trouble. Okay, yeah, Anderson's division decided, so, you know, they kind of held us up there. But here is Perry's brigade from Anderson. Yep, moving ahead, good, on taking care of this situation that was developing on the left. Okay, we're moving up and engaging with the guns there. Good. These guns too, we're going to really tear these two regiments up. Okay, these guns under Captain Patterson, they're getting charged, it seems like, by this one regiment. I feel like I want to try to get some guns evacuated out to the flank. So let's take Brooke and Wyatt and Graham. So I think Wright's engaged the enemy. Good. Ross, good. Pender. Okay, Graham. There we go. Graham. Let's take charge of you. Let's have you come back here. Let's have you wheel 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go battery in line. Use the roads. Same kind of thing, only we're going to push you out to like here. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Battery in line, go. There. We'll send 2 over. Alright, got them on a route. Fantastic. They'll be on the run. Even better. Got a bunch more Union troops on the run. I got a rebel unit way the heck up there. Ah, there's Brockenbrough. Hey there. Awesome. Okay. Well, I'd say we want to go back over toward the main battery line. View things from over here again. We might be getting... we got a unit routed on the right from Lane's brigade. Shoot. Got a lot of Union troops stacked up back there. That's crazy. Seems like they don't have much else but artillery right there now. Yikes. Bunch of freaking canister going out up this way. guns up like we wanted. I'm thinking we might have these guns focus on counter. Want to try to roll up this unit, 107th Ohio. They're going to be pressed hard from this direction. We've got Brockenbrough hitting them in the rear over there. Good. All right, let's have this battery commander. Let's have him focus on guns. Same with the rest of your boys there. Guns. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. We'll let the infantry handle the infantry, and it looks like we're retreating. Brockenbrough curling around the flank over there. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, it's kind of a weird situation here. These guns hanging in. We're going to have to let them just stay hanging in. Wilcox. Wilcox, we're going to need you, man. Lawrence has engaged the enemy. Oh, boom, right there. Okay, Mahone obviously didn't get his guys going. So we're going to go TC off all subordinates. Take charge him again. And then form line. We'll see if that gets him moving. See, I probably did something wrong there. Oh my word, we got all these friendly troops moving ahead into Canister. Got units up close behind the artillery troops that are helping us out. They're banging away with the guns up there, so that's encouraging at least. Let's go say hey to our boys. Okay, we got to retreat. Route. Shucks. It's just that they don't have as much as we do over this way anymore. Archer, why don't you go ahead, get yourself in a hold and retreat. Davis, why don't you get yourself into a hold, fall back. Moving guns north, good. Oh, which corps? Hancock's corps from Gettysburg is who we're up against. So that's good corps troops right there from second day. So they're fresh. Well, this may have been an unlikely victory for us. I think we take these boys. Oh, it's not going to let us do anything with them. Yep, retreat, good. That's fine. Again, kind of in the Yank killing business at this point. Let's have these guys. Let's have all these guys retreat. Get out of there. It's too deadly, boys. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Pettigrew's division has really been mangled pretty bad. There's Lawrence over there on the right. He'll be putting some pressure on. We got a lot of guys dead over here, though. Sheesh. Lay down. Davis. Yeah, hold. You boys, Perrin. Just get into an attack. Yeah, attack order. That's fine. You boys, wheel for me. Sorry, we have to allow the AI to do kind of what it's going to do. And we're looking good over here. Let's make sure whoever is... Okay, he's on the attack, and he's going to stay on the attack. Good. Excuse me while I adjust and hitch. Fall back. Let's have these boys come forward 100 yards. Whew, my goodness. We still can't get Mahone's brigade moving. They're just going to stay there, I guess. Oh, no, we got a route. There goes the 42nd Mississippi. Davis's brigade's just about done. Just about done over here. All we got's the guns right here, plus the South Carolina rifles, huh? Okay. Rockin' bro, how's he doing up there now? Yeah, they're doing okay. Is that a Yankee regiment right there? Tough to tell. Did he get his orders? No, he did not. Okay, so his regiments are they're just trying to do the best for themselves that they can over there. We're going to need to try and ride ourselves, I think, over to the rescue. But we're kind of needed here, I would say. Let's take command of this brigade or this regiment, and let's have them jump right over here. All right, we got him running. I would say if Mahone would come up over here, he could help Lawrence push over on the right. We might be able to sweep him, but look at everything they've got back here around Brockenbrough. He's in trouble up there. Yeah, okay. He's just going to have to figure it out. Shoot. Okay, now Patterson. He's in Anderson's division. Let's select him. Let's try and TC him. Let's have him set up. Let's have him set up. Boom. There you go. Okay, back to me. Yeah, we got canister going out. See, they still have a ton of artillery back here, man. They're going to be killing us. Fall back. Terrible slaughter in here, holy moly. We're only going to have about 15 minutes left in this battle. Oof. Ouch. Got the Yanks trying to kind of come forward out of town. They're having a hard time. Again, you get Brockenbro. I mean, he's tying up a bunch of their troops back there and kind of wearing them out a little bit, I guess. Good. Get yourselves organized again over here, boys. Keep it hot. Oh my God, get out of there. You boys, lay down, will you? Over here. Lawrence, somehow he's got his guys just standing over there taking canister fire. Or cannon shot. Either way. Don't love that. One of their lieutenants to a duel. Colonel Abner Perrin, get out of there. What are you doing? What do you think you're doing? And so, here you have a H.I.T.S battle here in Scourge of War. And so it goes. You jump into a contact with the enemy, and you have yourself a pretty fun little battle, I gotta tell you, man. This is kind of cool. Not sure if they're going to call this one a victory for us. We got a unit routed along the line. The, yeah, 7th, they got mauled. We'll have these boys to fill in. They got this gigantic artillery park here with 20, 30 guns there. That is rough. And now we're at, 8:15 in the morning. It'd be tough to decide exactly who ends up running off here, right? I could pull back, set up defensive positions after a tough, bloody fight. Wouldn't be so out of order, I guess you could say. I mean, the casualty, the core is banged up pretty bad. I would say that that's probably what we would do, is we'd start pulling out of here. There's no chance for us to actually, inflict more damage on them than they on us, right? That sort of thing. You're kind of here at a bit of a stalemate along the line. This artillery park right here is going to make it almost impossible, since I don't have a good fresh brigade that I could just assault the artillery with. And then you got Brockenbro's brigade over here that's getting routed. Ouch. That's no fun. Looks like they're going to get themselves out of there. Retreating. Retreating. Okay. This side. So this is where I might be able to punch in and get a breakthrough. Wright's brigade. I like the way they're going. Looks like we got Artie up in support. Good. Lang's brigade. Yeah, they're moving up in the right spot, right? On an attack order. Good. And his brigade's fairly fresh. So, I mean, if we were to try to win it in real terms, right? Like, who would be the one to come out as the winner on the battlefield here today, this morning? Who would fall back? Who would stay? Who would fall back? We have two brigades, a third one way out that way that could still fight. They've got another division, I think, back here that could swing into the line and fight. I feel like they've got us outnumbered a little bit. just a bloody and terrible affair for these boys up on the fence. Getting nailed by cannon shot and canister fire. Same thing for the Yankee troops across the way over there. Just hold up here with these guns for as long as we can. They still have plenty. Oh, yeah. So you can see how they have 116, 53, 121, 35. That's all from the bonuses that we've gotten from holding victory locations. Still, don't have Mahone's troops going anywhere yet. That's funny. Mahone's brigade, Posey's brigade, both would probably do us some good down here. But I would probably go ahead, disengage, pull a line back to here. This part of the battlefield, just the sunken lane, is probably what I would do. They've got 1, 2, 3 brigades, 4 brigades back here still. They'd have probably 2 divisions of theirs that would be pretty wrecked. Let's go ahead and order a retreat across the line here. Here. Let's just do that. Let's have these boys lay down. These boys lay down. We're advancing here. We just kind of come, you know, come back in spots, go forward in others, back and forth. Just maintain line integrity here. No, we don't need you doing that. Retreat. See, the problem will be as we move a little further forward on the left, we'll come under these guns here, same as everybody else. Probably wind this one down into maybe an inconclusive fight, is what we're looking at right here. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Woo-wee! Golly, man. Oh my gosh. This is what happened during this damn war. And here we go. Let them come forward a little bit here. Hey, intercepted message. Okay. That's from a regiment, or for a regiment. Alright, yeah, we'll let them move up. Let's get them into our canister. Instead of the other way around. This regiment back up. Take them off of TC. Again, back in the Yank killing business. That's what the deal is here. Ooh, they pushed forward here with a regiment. I don't think they're going to do so hot down in there. These boys right here, firing down on them. They're doing okay. Not taking a bunch of heavy artillery fire, that's good. Yanks on the advance over this way. They're going to run into more of our boys, though. Oof, there's that nasty artillery hit. Ouch. Ouch. You know, it does it feel like I'm thinking to myself like it's a it's almost like a stalemate result. I mean, it's morning, right? So one side or the other would have to give up. And I guess the question is, which side do I really honestly see and believe is going to be given up sooner? Hard to say for sure. It's just that we're looking thin. Could just, you know, I say that they, you know, we would fight this out and it would just be a brawl. Like if I was doing PvP or something, yeah, I would just fight till the clock runs out and have it be what it is. Got another routed unit over here with Lane's Brigade, damn it. Just getting too close to the sun, getting too close to the artillery. Let's see here, and you boys, double time to get there. And I want you laying down. I'll take command of you. I want you laying down. They're going to kind of fill the gap here. See, we don't have that many troops left over here. Lane's brigade is damn near gone. Really would love to have Mahone. Not sure what the deal is with this guy. None of his regiments were on take command. So I would say maybe our couriers got killed going to him. So let's try and see if we can get him going here. Let's have him wheeling 1, 2, 3. And let's have him going in line. Mahone ends up being like a coup de grace at the end, although we're not going to have time for it. Cold coffee, here we go. Oh, oh, that's rough. Looky here at the 1st South Carolina Rifles on the advance across this field of Game of Thrones style devastation. Holy smokes. Yeah, this is looking all right here. We're just going to try and beat this regiment along the line right here. These guns just will continue. So that's the thing. I feel like we would have no choice but to pull back in the face of that cannon fire. I could try. I just think it's too late to try to coordinate a bunch of counter battery fire down on there, and I don't have confidence that my guns would be better than theirs. So I feel like we would be the ones who would actually back up. You know, we're up over 5,000 casualties now. Then set a new line back this way is what I would think. Okay, courier's on the way to Mahone. Good. But the boys may want to stay on the line tonight. Who knows, you know? What I mean to say is today in game. Keep coming. Keep coming. Why don't you guys come on here? Why don't you guys come on here? And make it an attack march. You boys do the same. Attack march. You boys, why don't you come on around here? Attack march. We'll make it fun as we wind it out tonight, boys. As fun as we can. Oh my god, what a terrible slaughter hit. It's nuts. Nuts. We got canister going out on them. Not looking good. Ah, routed. Damn it. See, now our guns are going to be in a bad way. And we'll just have this battery and this regiment left to hold this one. Here, retreat. Okay, we're going to have this regiment retreat and come back to here before. These guns are going to probably end up running. I want them to stay up there pumping for as long as they can. Fall back. Get out of there. Good. That's exactly where I wanted them to go. Fan-tiddly-tastic. Got a side project over there on the far left. Oh, no. Route over here with the 55th Virginia. In front of the guns. Okay, that's this brigade pushing. We're going to need help. Those guns will be banging them, but we'll need help from this brigade, ultimately, to shore up that side of things. Let's have these boys wheel, wheel, wheel. Wheel, wheel, wheel. And now I want you to lay down. I want these guns to stand for as long as possible. Okay, they're going to go forward again. There goes one. Hey, they're going to call it a major victory, huh? Since that's the case. I guess we'll say that we managed to do well enough to scare Hancock's corps off, as if that would have really happened in history. That's questionable to say the very least. But how much fun was that, man? Holy crap. Oh, my Lord. Here at Alternate History Gaming, that's the sort of thing we do. Scourge of War with me, Bank60s, your humble and gracious player host, humble and gracious as always. Thanking you once more for tuning in tonight. The stream with Scourge of War H.I.T.S gameplay, headquarters in the saddle. I had a ton of fun working our way through that SANDBOX core v core battle. I appreciate everybody who jumped in tonight just to watch, also who jumped into the chat as well to participate. Thank you once again. Meat Cutter had a $5 super chat. I love you, man. Appreciate you. And anybody, once again, who appreciates what we're doing here so much so that you would be willing to offer your financial donations and support, those would certainly be welcome, both in Super Chat, like I mentioned, and then also becoming a member. If you've been a subscriber for a while, if you've been watching the channel, if you're a fan of what we're doing right here, and you just want to chip in $2 a month, it would be a big help for me. Helps encourage me to continue doing what you want me to do, you know, and that's the other part of it, too. If you become a member and what you like that I'm doing is like Scourge of War or Grand Tactician or whatever it is, I'm going to do more of that because you have decided to contribute financially a membership every month at least $2 per month. The veteran rate's $5. You get all kinds of members-only content, early access to videos, names on the end of next produced vid. Those are the bonuses for your $5 level. And again, I thank you guys for just taking the time to be here. Every time. Again, I'm Bank60s, your humble and gracious player host here at Alternate History Gaming, and I'm going to see you guys